Welcome back, Afro Diaspora Nation. We are back. Thank you for tuning in again with another guest of the night. Now, the earlier episode we were talking about musicians, and obviously Pastor Oliver has a program motivating and encouraging musicians to come and join and get the support they need. So that was very beautiful from him. But speaking of musicians, tonight's guest, the second guest of the night, actually, a musician, a young musician, talented musician. So we are intrigued to hear about these musicians. I'm not gonna mention the name yet. As you guys know, I always gotta search my guy in the side here, Major.
Man.
First of all, I'm gonna just say it to you. If you guys missed the last episode, please go ahead and check it out because this guy was on some different level.
A very young musician with more energy. You know?
You guys want energy? Well, we got more energy in the
Yeah.
building. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. But before anything else, please continue to subscribe to the channel. Let's go to family 2025. You know what I'm saying? New mission, new goal. And follow OC Music on Instagram where you can get DM, where you can press your DM and book your show, book your chance to be out here and be a leader and talk about it. Let's dive right into it. Ladies and gentlemen, he is a 20-year-old. You hear about that? You heard this? He's a singer. He's a songwriter. You know, he's a hip hop
10-year-old?
20-year-old.
20-year-old.
Yes, 10-year-old. Come on. I'm not that tired. Come on.
Sorry, man. Maybe I had to.
Come on. I know my energy was kind of low in the last episode, but there was a reason.
I was like,
there was a
"Whoa,
reason for
man,
that.
we are dealing with a minor here."
No, no way. Ladies and gentlemen, I introduce to you the one and only Dushine in the building. My brother, let the camera go on you. Let's see that style. Looking good, man. I like the swag and fresh, everything looking good out here.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me.
Of course, brother. Welcome to the show. This is the purpose of everything. We want to know the kind of a songwriter you are, the musician, the singer you are, and Vancouver has in store for something good. We can see.
Yeah,
So
for
just
sure, man.
Tell us a little about you, man. We want to get to know you. Let's chat a little bit about the shine. You know what I'm saying? Born where? When did you get out here? How did you start discovering music and get into that zone? Let's get in that zone right there. Let's start with a low profile first.
All right,
Yes, sir.
So I'm from Burundi,
Okay.
and Burundi is in East Africa.
Mhm.
I was born there. I was born in 2003. Life was, hard, as always, struggles with my family. We didn't have much, but we knew how to appreciate every little thing that we had,
Wow.
So the little things felt like it was everything for us.
Yeah.
Just God kept blessing us, and then we came here with my family in Vancouver, directly in Vancouver.
Right, yeah.
It was about 2015. I believe I was like 12 years old, and it's hard to fit in over here in
Yes, sir.
Vancouver.
Yeah.
If you don't know who you are deep inside, you know, it's easy to get influenced. So like, yeah, man. As soon as I got here, I thought it was a dream,
That's what I'm saying. How was that transition from, because you left Burundi like 2015, like you said, and then coming here, how's that transition of being, obviously you mentioned it's not easy just because you don't know people, you don't know environment. But I know a lot of people struggle with that as well. So how was just that transition for you, and how did you deal with it?
First thing I remember, like off the top, I was in the car straight from the airport, and then we started hearing fireworks.
Oh,
Right? But in my head, I thought it was gunshots, So I started ducking in the car, and then my dad was like, "Man, calm down, it's fireworks."
you
You
started
made it
ducking the car?
out, So I was like, "Damn, okay." That was the first thing, that I realized that we have peace over here in Vancouver, Canada. Yeah, man.
That's a beautiful thing
It's
about
a
it.
nice experience, man.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. And a lot of people do have that experience.
Running away from fireworks, that's very interesting.
I'm telling. I still get scared of those. Somehow I still get a little.
Yeah, for
Okay.
When you hear it close by, it's that just that noise.
man.
It does something to you.
Yeah.
Did you also fall down on escalators? Those sometimes you see those videos where like you fall down on escalators.
No, okay,
somebody
no.
has to carry you.
No,
Come on, BK.
No. In the beginning, maybe I was there, but hey, now things have directed a little bit. But welcome, man. Welcome to the show. The music you're doing, hip hop music. You mentioned
hip hop, dance hall, Damn, whatever you want to
Are
call
you
it.
are you into
basically.
Afrobeat, or you want to dive into? You haven't really thought about that side yet, because Burundi, we know they're known as.
I mean, I'm an artist, so I can't
Mm.
say I specifically do this,
Right.
because I believe I can do whatever is
Everything.
put in front of me,
Yeah,
Just like in life, anything that life throws at me,
yeah,
I just find a way, First is God, though,
for sure,
because I'm not doing it with my own strength, you know what I'm
for
saying?
sure.
So
Wow.
yeah.
And what type of music were you listening to in Burundi, if I might ask about that? If that had a little influence on your path of thinking about becoming a musician.
When I listened to music in Burundi, I was listening more to the beat, not to what they were saying.
Oh, really?
Because like I'm an artist, so I kind of like just want to feel the beat because it's
Yeah.
different,
It is.
and the vibe and everything, that's what I was going for.
Yeah.
And that's how I kind of came up with my own sound,
Yeah.
just
Good,
from
man.
taking that and then turning it into like Western,
Wow.
Afro Western,
Yeah.
put it together. Then you have me,
Hey,
Wow.
that's original. I want to say it.
Yeah.
Yes, sir, Major.
Yeah.
Dushine.
Any artist like Burundian artist that influenced you in your early days?
I mean, damn, I grew up. My dad was the one putting on every rapper in Burundi.
You mean like
artists?
like people like Big Fizzo?
Yes,
Okay.
my dad was the
Uncle
one putting
Crazy.
him on, 100%. Yo, shout out to my dad, yo, Willie,
Respect.
Kabayabaya, Mishu. Know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Shout out to my dad. He's the one that put him on. So when I was a kid, I was seeing them, perform, do their first shows. So it was kind of normal to see them.
Wow. People like T Max. You know T
T-Max.
Max, right?
Yes, now he's new, right?
T Max? No, he's not that new. T Max was there in around 2005.
Word, I don't know.
2005.
I know Rolilo.
Yeah, Lolilo was there too. He's
Yeah.
all there.
Yeah, that was my biggest influence. I love that.
Okay. Yeah, because you don't know
I don't know
Lolilo.
who that is.
Yeah. It's one of the
Yeah, I
biggest
know. Yeah.
Burundian artists back in the
Really?
days.
Yeah, way back.
When Mr. Nice was killing it in Tanzania,
Yeah.
Lolilo is killing it on Burundian scene.
Really?
Yeah, and then Jose Camilone is killing it in
Uganda. So
in
those were the
Uganda. So
time.
those were the guys.
So what was their style like? Was it like more hip hop, more like just
More
rapping
like
in,
singing soul,
Afrobeats.
Like
Oh,
more
really?
Afrobeat,
Yeah,
singing.
it's
Yeah.
called bongo flavor that time.
So that's why you're saying, anything can be possible. when you
Yeah,
listen to
that's-
these legends, anything is possible. They'll
That's
bring
what I'm
out there.
saying. For
So
sure.
people should be expecting the style that you're gonna bring up here in Vancouver, especially because
Yes,
that's different ways you attack people here, with different sounds and different picture. And people haven't seen these things before.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's probably a big part of your music career as you getting started. So I wanted to ask you about how you thought about beginning and starting a music career. What was that like for you in the beginning, and the goals that you had, and what kind of style you wanted to go with? How did you discover all that in the process?
So how I started making music was
I read you did one recording in the basement. That live changing.
100%,
Yes, sir.
100%. But before we got to that basement, I was one of my cousin. He passed away like 3 years ago. His name was Glady, but we used to call him Giddy.
Rest in
And,
peace.
uh,
man.
Peace, yeah.
Yeah, for sure,
For
man.
sure, yeah, respect. Man.
He used to make tunes, and I was always around him. He just like dropped the first song ever, and everybody in high school was playing his song, and then he became kind of popular everywhere in Vancouver, and then I was like, damn. And I seen him do his first show, and I was like, damn, I wanted to do the same thing,
Was that when you just came to Vancouver?
Yes,
or
that was like 2018, 17.
Oh wow.
So like a few years after.
Mm.
Yeah, he picked up a wave, So I was like, okay, let me try, I live in downtown Eastside, so one day I was just walking. It was early morning. I don't know what I was doing outside early morning on a Saturday. It was sunny, and then I just decided to sit down, find the beat, wrote my first song right there outside, just observing everybody, just watching everybody like off drugs, mod. But that's how I got to sit down, and just wrote my first song. After that, I did the same thing as my cousin, and then I did the same thing, you know? Like all the girls were coming to me singing my song. I was like, how do you even know all the lyrics? You know, no, you can't find the lyrics anywhere, you know what I'm saying?
Wow.
So it was kind of like, after I seen that people were able to memorize it and all that, I was like, damn, I really gotta do this now. But then before I started taking it serious, I was, you know, I fell into the wrong crowd, you know, and I lost a few brothers on the way, and then I got too scared. And then my parents, after that in 2019, I was kind of going left, you know, I was too far on the left.
Really?
And then my parents just decided to send me back to Africa in Rwanda so I could concentrate on school and then change my life, you know, and then come back when I'm ready. So
Wow.
I ended up going back to Rwanda and finished my high school, all that, found my purpose. I seen that people are actually struggling, you know, they're struggling just to get food on the table, you know,
Yeah.
like the whole family
That's in
gotta
Kigali?
struggle. Yes, yes.
Okay.
Um, man, I seen too much at a point where I was like, what am I doing? I gotta go back and then have a clear purpose, which was to do music, of course, and just tell stories that not everybody has seen, you know? Like everybody has their own stories, their own experience.
Of course,
But
yeah.
it's always good to talk to each other, learn more about each other.
Mm.
You know, that's how we make the world a better place.
Wow. But talking of Kigali, at least you've been there. I assume you have a family there, right? Because from
Yes.
Burundi to Canada, they sent you to Kigali. You kind of like
Yes.
have, they kind of gives an image as if Rwanda is doing well economically and how the country is developed and the infrastructures and everything. I think the government there is giving that image that the country is moving forward. I'm shocked to hear that you have seen some of the hardship in the country where people cannot even get something to put in the mouth. That can be shocking for me because I'm dreaming even to go there, because feeling like it's a country that is rising up.
Yeah.
Right.
What was your experience in Kigali, Ryan? Like,
I mean,
or maybe because you were coming from Canada, that's when you felt like, okay, there's a bigger change.
it's like going back home, right?
Yeah.
But I didn't know what exactly was happening to me, right? Because my parents were just like, okay, you gotta go back now.
Yeah.
So I was just having fun. I was excited to go back home, you know. And after that, after like 1 year, that's when I started to think. I was like, oh damn, my parents wanted to show me that not everybody has this many opportunities in front of them. And for some reason, I still didn't take those opportunities, right? I don't know, just wrong crowds. But it's not like I wasted time or life. I did- I wasted time on the wrong stuff, but I learned a lot. You know what I'm saying? I learned. Cause I was trying to go in a straight line, and then the devil kept trying to pull me to the left and the left, and then once my brain was just like focusing on things on this world, in this world, kind of like took a left turn. But now I'm glad that I'm back in Canada doing this. You know what I'm saying? When I came back, that's when in 2022, I came back. Funny story. I came back. I was wearing shorts and a t-shirt, and it was January. And the door at the airport opened. Oh my God, I felt the breeze and I seen snow. I was like, no, I forgot. I was like, damn. No, I can't go back, man. I'll never forget that day.
Right.
That's
Wow.
really, first of all, God bless you and God bless your soul, man. I feel like for all the story you've been through has made you obviously not only a smart person but only also very very strong, especially um in the music industry that we go now, you know, we're in. So many things gonna happen, and you need to have that certain background that keeps you in the same line.
Yes.
And I was just about to ask you, when you were sent back in Rwanda, at that point you were obviously not understanding why your parents sent you back, and I'm pretty sure you're very angry at that point. How was that like for you to cope with that at first? Do you feel like you were being abandoned, or do you know why they had to send you there?
At first, I felt like me. I always been a someone who likes to go who likes to go into the unknown. You know, I like to take a step. It doesn't matter if I see where the step is or where I'm going. I'm still gonna take that step. So for me, really deep inside, it was just like just another just another few years, 1 year, 2 years. We can go through that. You know what I'm saying? So I just as long as they were sending me money to eat, I was good. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah,
was good for sure, for sure.
All you needed was cash, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Then I
that
was
one.
blessed, but I did see like, for example, in the boarding school, it taught me structure, like wake up at a certain time, eat at a certain time, just like, a structure of life.
Mm-hmm.
So I realized that without me, if I didn't go through that, I wouldn't be able to wake up still at 5 a.m., go for a run, even though I don't have to. I
Mm-hmm.
still wake up and do it. Um, just like a lot of things that normal people or 99% won't do. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
So now I just do it. It feels casual because I had to go through it like a million times. So it's proper.
Mm.
I'm
Wow.
grateful that I had that experience. A
Yeah,
lot of
yeah.
people didn't, a lot of youth didn't get the opportunity or their parents couldn't afford bringing them back home.
Mm.
And they just, they ended up not making it.
Mm.
And I'm like, damn, I made it though.
Mm.
Shout out to my parents. I owe them everything.
Mm.
For real.
I
Yeah.
follow up with that question. I also wanted to ask you about your cousin who passed away. What did you learn from that? Did that help you learn something from it, or was that just like that happened in life? That's one of the things in life. I gotta move on. I gotta make sure I feel anything.
I learned that when we think that it's the end, it's the beginning of a new you.
Mm.
Like the old you just died, and then you're just changing and becoming better.
Mm.
But I learned that no matter how you feel, drugs is not gonna solve anything.
Mm.
It's only gonna make it worse. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
So like, if one of you out there who is struggling or something, or you feel like your life is going left, taking drugs is not gonna take you anywhere. Nothing changes. You don't need it. Yeah, God gave us force. We can do it. We've seen people
Yeah.
recover and all that. So anything is possible. It's just gotta put it in your head, and boom, magic.
You know, in this show we talk about leaders,
Yeah, man.
people who want to change lives out there, and y'all listen to this from a young brother, who has
Yep.
been through that and being able to get out of that situation at this age. People gotta follow that example, because I feel like coming from Africa over here, most people tend to lose that side, and then some people, once they're in, it's hard to get out. So my question to you will be, if you're coming from Africa, what do you have to expect being here, and how do you stay locked in the part where your parents want you to be successful? You have to forget about being in the wrong crowd. You have to forget about all the how does somebody coming from Africa put himself in that position to be able to go through it and not follow up with these steps? What advice would you give them?
I feel like first we have to remember that we didn't always have this.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't always have this knowledge that we have now,
Mm-hmm.
this experience that we have now. You just always gotta think about way back of who you are, what's your purpose in this world,
Mm-hmm.
and what God has called you to do. Is that simple? And if you don't know that, then
You're on your own.
like really sit down by yourself. That's what it takes. I feel
Yeah.
like if somebody took 6 months to themselves and
Yeah.
they just thought and they did things their own way
Mm.
and by themselves, not with a group or something,
Mm.
they'll figure who they are.
Wow.
Yes, Major.
Yep.
I might dive into it a little bit.
Yeah, man.
Because I know how we talked about this before, how many brothers come here and they go into different zone and
Yeah,
most end up losing their lives,
it
And
happens. Yeah, for
just
sure.
you watching this,
Yeah.
what you gotta think about it.
I don't want to know how much did you think? I know you had an influence by going to Rwanda. Um, but how much when you left here going to Rwanda? Do you think your parent did that because they saw you already kind of like a sidetrack? You, you're
They,
becoming so
they,
difficult,
yes,
and then they're like, okay, no, we gotta teach you life now. Was it like a part of punishment?
yes, but it's not like they just threw me on a plane, right?
Yeah,
They had to speak to me, and
yeah.
I agreed.
Okay.
And
You agreed
yes,
because it was another experience, right?
yes, I was
There was an
excited.
excitement, like, oh wow,
Yes,
I'm going back to see,
yes,
Mm.
yes,
and okay, that's cool. But to them, that was like another way of transforming you again,
yes.
because they couldn't handle you here, right?
Right, right.
Especially with the rules
100%.
that you can't beat a kid here, right? I hope they never beat you here. If you beat a kid and you knew the 911, right? Right then.
They're trying.
I'll call the
Nah,
police, yes.
nah, but me, I'm glad that I have two loving parents. That's really life.
Mm.
That's a perfect life is having two parents that love each other, support each other,
Mm.
and that are a good example.
Mm.
Once you
That's
have
true.
that, that's what I call a perfect life. So that's why anything that comes my way or life tries to throw at me, I always remember
Mm.
I have loving parents that care.
Mm.
So
That's very
I
true.
can't stress that much.
Mm.
So it's good.
All right. And then when you went to Kigali, um, talking of music, most people don't really know how good the music scene can be in Kigali until they get there, right? Especially in terms of studios, I think we can argue, but Kigali has a lot of good studios than Burundi, right? And Bujumbura.
I
You might not have that experience because you
yeah.
did not compare, right? But I
Right.
want to know how much do you think Burundian music, Rwandan music, has influenced you compared to what you thought about Burundian music?
At first,
There's a lot of hip hop in Kigali,
yes,
right?
yes. If I remember correctly, I didn't even think that I was being influenced by it,
Okay.
but it still did.
Mm.
There's just something about it. I don't know how to explain it. I just kind of took it. It got into me, and then I transformed it.
Or the Kigali style.
Yes,
Okay.
that's how. Like when you listen to my music, it's not Afro. It's not like drill or trap.
Mm.
It's like a mix of Afro and everything combined together. So I don't know.
Yeah. 'Cause there's really good music in Rwanda, man.
Mm.
Yeah.
It's good hip hop down there, man.
Mm.
Kids are killing it.
Yeah. But like,
Yeah.
you think Rwanda influenced you more in terms of music than Burundi, or is it the other way around?
Yes, because in Burundi, I really didn't go there that much.
Yeah,
Oh,
you were a
okay.
kid, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's pretty amazing. I wanted to ask you earlier, do you have any siblings?
I have two little sisters. I'm
Oh,
pretty
wow.
sure they're at home watching right now. Proper.
Shout out to
Yeah.
little ones.
Shout out to my
Shout out to
little
little ones.
sisters.
Yeah, I got a hello brother right here. And my other question was, if you put yourself in a position where you had all the siblings, do you think you would have gone the same way? Do you think it's a responsibility of an older sibling to look after the young ones? Do you think it would have been a lot more easier for you to stay locked in one same place, or were you an own kind of person in terms of you just doing whatever you want? But you think having an older sibling could have maybe impacted you a little bit in terms of before you got sent back to Rwanda?
You see, I believe that we are not that different. Everybody is the same,
Mm.
and that the only difference is the choices we make.
Mm.
So nobody's gonna tell you step here and then you're gonna end up stepping there, right? You have to take that step
Mm.
yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You can have all the good examples, but still do the wrong thing.
Yeah.
That's what I did, you know.
Yeah.
But it took time to come to a realization that, oh damn, now I did the wrong thing.
Mm.
Now I know next time to do the right thing.
Yeah. And that's blessed. That's really blessed. I'm pretty sure your parents obviously are most proud of you for that.
Yeah.
Would you agree? Shout out to that. Shout out to
Yeah,
mom. We
sure.
got to for sure. I would be definitely proud of you, man. If I was speaking for truth, you know what I'm saying, coming that in that kind of lifestyle and then being the I would say the man that you are today, because the way you were speaking out here, it's really showing how mature and the experiences you learned, how much it's impacted your life. That which leads me inside of music. Where do you see yourself of being impacting? You wanna uh, attack more in American hip hop, Hollywood, or you wanna stick more inside of um Rwanda? If you can have some fan base there, which side you wanna feed most of all? What's your plan on that?
My plan on that is take over Vancouver first
Okay.
because this is where I spent most of my youth years,
Okay.
and I've had ups and downs, but it's okay. We're here now.
Yeah.
Can't go back. Only move forward.
Mm.
Just like, man, I've done so many things. I've tried so many things, and I feel like I tried to find somebody who I could make music with in Vancouver. I couldn't. It felt like, we're not connecting.
That's a really interesting
You know what I'm
part right
saying?
there.
Yeah.
And it's not that I want to do it by myself. No, that's not how it works. I still want to meet people and collab with them, get to know them. But people seem to only care about, views or only that. No, but me, I don't really care about that. I care about more of what type of person you are. So, but here, there's not a lot of relationships.
You think that's
They
just the kind of city Vancouver is? Because we've have a definite discussion about this before, but in your point of view, you want to take over Vancouver, that's for sure, and I have no doubt in my mind you will, But what other approaches that you need to attack in Vancouver here, particularly in music? Let's say hip hop. What does people need to know or do in order to have more artists engaged and connect more in that kind of sense?
Just like everywhere, man, just unity. Let's all come together. Let's all do art together. Let's make music together. Let's get to know each other. Because we're very diverse too in Vancouver. So it's pretty good. But if we don't work together, then we might as well stop now, because we ain't going nowhere without each other.
Exactly.
For sure.
Exactly.
Wow.
I know maybe you probably have some questions to ask. I want to ask you a little bit about having, how important is having a team. I see you pull up most of your brothers here. Shout out to all of them. They were really making you blush on camera early on. But shout out to all of them. I wanted to just talk to you, dive a little bit about how important it is for you talking about, people supporting Vancouver. How important it is having a team in part of music as for you, and how big it is for you moving forward.
I feel like everybody needs someone or someone behind them telling them you can do this, will believe in you.
Yeah.
And that's what a team is, right? They support you with anything that you need. And
That's true.
yeah, proper.
And the right way of doing it.
Yes, for sure, for
Right.
sure.
Does that include having a manager? Do you think even the beginning artists who start from beginning is important for them to have a manager? Because the manager is always a different topic. People bringing that up is like, it's too much, because then they got to start making decisions for me, things I won't like. But do you have some of the mindset in that knowledge about having a manager?
If everybody plays their part, everything else will just fall in part. So.
Do you have a manager?
Me?
Yeah.
First, my pops told me this. Shout out to my pops for this.
There you go.
If you want to manage anything, first you gotta manage yourself. Because if you can't manage yourself, you can't manage anything else. So if you can't manage yourself at first, you can't even have a manager, right? It doesn't go.
Just cause headaches to the manager.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
So right now I'm just focusing on myself, getting better, schedule everything.
Yeah.
And life would and pray more, of course.
Yeah.
And boom.
That's what definitely.
But what about if you can't manage yourself, you can get somebody else to manage you?
I'm not too worried about that because damn, like I don't know how to say this, but we're very promising. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like this is, I don't know how to say it in proper words. But you know what a promising artist is, right? When you hear something, you're like, I want to know more.
Yeah.
Well, there it is.
I feel like you were promising artist. Like people hear your music. I had a chance to hear one of your music. I'm like, I want to know more. You know? But yeah, that's what made you saying if you can't manage yourself. You know, how deep is that?
Yeah, I will take you back to the British Columbia's music scene and how you are doing with it. First of all, congratulations. I wanted to know, in your own perspective, do you think Canada, and particularly British Columbia, is really doing well with, or is standing for young artists, rap or Afrobeat or any kind of genre, and also Afro musicians? Do you really think they are really standing for them for their right to, and give them at least an opportunity to be able also to expose their music in terms of getting grants, all that stuff, or maybe just being able to perform everywhere you wanna, or you can perform? Do you think really these cities are is helping you guys?
The Vancouver city.
Well, how could I explain this? In Vancouver, if you want to do something for yourself, it could be in whatever, right? It could be in music, you have to throw yourself in front of people. So like if you have to be somewhere at the right time and right place.
Okay, so nobody else cares. It's all about you. All right. So you mean the system does no assist? It's all about you.
You have to go and get it. It's not gonna be thrown at you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For sure.
But when you go for it, do you get barriers? Like you feel like, okay, I came for it, but somehow somebody's trying to stop me. Like the system. Does it happen like that too sometimes?
Never. It never happened to me.
Yeah.
And I hope it never does, because that day, so I won't be able to sleep, you know?
Okay,
But,
cool.
yeah, I don't know. Damn. Vancouver is just like, damn, just gotta take the step, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For
But how about the audience here? Do you think they really consume the new style of music? Like, you know, like we have the drill. It's kind of new to the people here in Vancouver. Hip hop is also new, even though it's been there, but it's new.
Yeah.
Do you think really, like, Afrobeat is actually new for sure? Do you think the audience here is really consuming that as you expected, out or as some other places consume it?
after time, everything is changing.
Right.
And I'm in that place too. I'm changing too. So we're growing, we're getting more mature, becoming more aware. So let's say like 2 years ago, I would write a song, I'll say swearing words, you know, da da da. Say just like whatever. And then I'll get home and then my parents will sit down and they'll be like, what's the message in this? Right? And I'll struggle. You know?
I love your parents, man.
What's the message in this?
What is this? You imagine African parents, right? What is this now? You're putting us to shame.
Exactly.
Yeah, so after I seen that my parents are following what I'm doing, I was like, damn, I gotta take this serious.
Yeah.
So I made a song called I Love My Block. You know, it's so hard where I live. It's so hard, different struggles, families, struggles, you know, just everything. I see it every day. As soon as I step outside the door, I see a problem. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy.
That's in downtown, right?
Yes. You know what I'm
For
saying?
sure. Shout out to downtown.
That's the Vancouver.
It's only Vancouver.
Yeah.
But, yeah, man. Just gotta do it. I don't know what to say right now. Too much.
Let's. I want to dive into more because when I see you, man, I feel like your stage presence will be lethal. Just the way you carry yourself, I feel like you really can be I don't know if you performed before, but I feel like you can be a really good performer in terms of going out there entertain the crowd. Now because musicians we have to at some point now perform to people. What is your take on that? How would you approach a perform? Would an artist approach performing in front of people? Like what are the skills they need to really work on and have and go about that?
Um,
Or how would you perform like if
Me, for example, last year in the summer, I did a performance for African descent. It was
okay.
at English Bay. Uh, Me, before I do a show, I in the backstage, I'm chilling, watching Michael Jackson, how he was performing, because that was
Oh
different,
yes.
super
Oh
different.
yes.
So
Mhm.
I'm like, okay, I just gotta embrace myself. And then once I have enough confidence, I just go hit the stage and do myself. That's it.
You were watching Michael Jackson.
Yeah, but
Wow.
I'm not trying to copy him. You know what I'm
No, but
saying?
that's huge,
I'm
man.
just
Because most people will
admiring
be
how
like,
he's like embracing himself. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? And then
that's
yeah,
Do
that's
you dance too?
hey, I make music so they can dance. No,
Oh,
I'm
okay.
there to like encourage them to dance. But
All
yeah,
right, man.
for sure.
Wow, that's cool.
that's awesome, man. But but do you listen to any music, hip hop artists here? Well, I would say not in America. American.
Wait, hold on. My brother over there always says it's haram, it's haram to listen to
Oh,
music.
so,
It's
oh, it
haram to
says
listen.
Oh, they
really.
don't listen
They
to
be
music.
driving long hours. They're just like super quiet in the whip,
So
Damn.
none of that. None of
No, not really.
Okay,
No music for me, man. I
really.
just stay in a creative mode. You know what I'm saying? So,
Oh, so you don't really.
That's
Well, but that contradicts what you said. You listened to Michael Jackson before you go perform.
yes.
Yeah, so you
No,
listen to music.
listen. I'm watching
watching.
and admiring.
Oh, so you don't play the audio. You're just watching the video.
I'm too concentrated for sure.
Wow, man.
That's awesome though. That's awesome though. But
Wow.
what about if you make music and people start listening to your songs? How do you want to impact the people in that kind of sense? Would you write a music that wouldn't be in that kind of style to in order to be considered haram, or is that your mindset, or you just want to make music based on like business and get about with it and having your
So since 2025 started,
mm,
every song that I'm about to release
mm,
has zero swearing. Anybody could listen to it. It could be a kid. It could be a grandma. You know what I'm saying? It's
like
just
that?
straight knowledge about education.
I like that.
I'm just talking facts, painting a picture of how I see things,
Mm,
my perspective on life. You know, different experiences
mm.
that I have.
That's really good. But what about when it comes to featuring? If someone one of your you call you by surprise, you make your
Featuring
music, somebody out there.
I want you guys, I want you guys to picture this.
Yeah,
So let's say I do a feature right now, right?
yeah.
And then I go see my friends and then I show them. They're always hyping my part up, right?
Yeah.
And then once it gets to the other guy, they're like, "Oh my God, no! Take this guy off, man! Take this guy off right now! He's ruining the
Really?
song! Oh my
Wow.
God, this song should be all yours." But you see, once I can't deal with that, so I just
So it
give them
doesn't
what they
matter
want
how
right
the other
away.
guy, how good is the other guy, they will turn him off.
Yes, so I
Just
don't
because,
know.
that's the reason why they
Yeah.
don't listen to music, right?
That's interesting.
They've learned to praise you and hate everybody else.
But that's very interesting.
No, for real though.
But would you tell them right away when you be like, yeah, I discussed with my team and they don't want you in the music because
I just
You
do
don't
it
wanna hear
though.
your
I
music.
just do it.
yeah,
I just next thing they know, it's a single. Like, it's how.
I like that though. I like that.
It's,
I like
it's
that.
It's
Yeah.
very interesting.
Yeah.
Are you? I want to know that the religious conditions in all this. Are you like kind of religious, like Muslim or?
Oh, me, I am Christian, and I believe every 2 weeks, I sing. I'm the leader of a choir at church, but that's like
Oh.
a whole other thing.
Because usually like Christians don't use the word haram.
I know, I understand.
Yeah.
But I have friends. We all pray to the same God, you know what I'm saying?
Mm.
It's just like,
But you have friends who are obviously Muslim, in a sense. That's what you're trying to say.
yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Yeah.
now that you don't listen to music, what do you sing in the church? Do you
Wow.
just
I grew up in a Christian church. I've heard those songs over 1,000,000 times.
also you've been just singing the ones you heard long time ago? So there's
No,
no
I
improvisation,
do-
right?
every 2 weeks I
Are you
sing.
one of those choirs that don't go forward? They just sing the same song.
We do practice. There is practice.
But that's
There is
the one.
practice.
That's the one that is more anointing.
Yeah.
If you have those one that you know back then, you
Bro,
nail it.
Come on,
You
bro.
just-
That's what I'm
he
saying.
nails it.
Come on,
From
bro.
day, come on.
There's no church that is gonna hire you if you sing the same one.
No, they do. They do.
That's why
I'm
we
pretty
have
sure
to-
it's like very cultural. So you.
That's why we have those mediocre churches. Sing the same thing long time. They had it back in Uganda.
No.
Oh man.
But that's what we just discussed this last episode. That's what a pastor's like. You have to have musicians who want to go out there and this
Yeah.
that's why I support what you got going on there. Singing. So is it songs that you learned in Burundi or
Here.
here? Okay,
Yes.
that's awesome though.
Wow.
That's really
Very
good.
interesting.
I'm very happy to hear that, man. I'm very happy to hear that. I want to dive into how, because you talking about you didn't know how to speak English when you came here, and that's really crazy right there. Because I don't know how things were, from 2015 when you
Yes.
came. I don't know how things were before, because when I came out here, things were a little bit different.
Right.
Especially if you don't speak English, you find a little bit challenging to go through some
Yes,
stuff.
yes,
I think things progressed a little bit after I came out here,
Yeah.
but I want to know in your perspective how you found that for you, and what helped you to start improving more in your English and so on.
Man, when you're young, it's very easy to pick up anything, Just
Oh, that is true.
I went to a French school because that's the only language I knew.
Which school was that?
It was Jules Verne.
Jules Verne.
Jules Verne.
Oh, it's a brother right here. It's a
Yeah.
brother right here.
Oh, you went to Jules Verne too?
No, I went to Gabriel Gaveroy, but
Gaveroy, yeah.
we were very competitive with Jules
Mhm.
Verne, and we knew each other very well.
Okay.
Yeah. That's where I went, and then every time I lunch, that's my first year. Every time I lunch, everybody was speaking English, so I was like, damn, I gotta catch up. I took English second language and just picked it up. I don't remember none of this though.
Yeah.
I just remember that I did it.
Yeah.
It didn't take me that long. I would say 6 months, 8 months.
Mm.
I could understand, have a conversation.
Mm.
Yeah.
Did you play any sports in Jules Verne?
Yes, but it was normal, right? It was just
Well, it's not competitive,
yeah,
or
we're
it's other
good at
schools?
this, that. But it wasn't my passion.
Okay, I see. But if you were, pure in English, I think you could have taken over that school with your rap game. That'd be crazy.
Damn,
That's not even a question.
100%.
Yeah, I feel that. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. So, but how was the path of you just not knowing how did you manage that? Because it's the same situation that people go through bullying. If you don't speak some certain language. I think it's back in my days. Things were getting a little intense. But I wonder if that was the same. It was the same case for you, where you had to face a lot of difficulties of people making fun of you, but not doing this, not doing that, or is it something you didn't really go through like that?
Nah, bro.
Because you can give a lot. You can give a lot of advice with that. Like,
Crazy. Wait, what? Nah.
Bullying is crazy.
Nah.
you didn't know this thing
That's
exists.
crazy, right? That's crazy.
Come on, brother. You need to be a leader out here. If you did, you can give advice, but nothing like that.
It was more like I didn't get bullied. It was more like girls, man. Just
Girls?
stressing me out, man. Damn.
What was girls
Shorty,
stressing
it was
you out?
Shorty, it was shorty, bro.
What was shorty stressing you out?
I was trying to get a shorty, but
Your parents are watching. Hold on.
yeah.
Hey,
yo, that's damn.
But
No bullying.
after you learn English though, that was no problem.
No problem for me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
They
I
showed
had
you, yeah.
a music teacher though. She was she's the one that influenced me. She's the one that introduced me to Tupac. She put me on to
Okay.
Tupac, and then she was like, "Oh, you should do a project on him." And then that's how I was like, "Whoa, what is this?"
Yeah.
And then I just started writing in class. Damn.
And then you go on from there.
Yeah.
But you didn't listen to Tupac songs though, cause this guy.
I did. It was crazy.
Yeah.
But I couldn't really fully understand what he was saying.
Yeah.
And
This
then
he's really, I mean, he's legend. You know.
yeah, legendary.
Yeah,
For sure.
legendary for sure. That's awesome though. But so your plan of making music now? Do you have any music out so far, or are you planning to release more this year, 2025, as we speak?
2025, I want to release a song. I'm releasing a song in February. It's gonna, cause it's Love Month, also Black History Month.
Yes, sir.
So yes, y'all should be expecting a song in February.
You gotta shoot a music video.
Yes, 100%.
Will they
You
show
already
you?
know it comes in full package.
Will they show you though?
No shorties involved. No
Okay.
shorties involved.
Wanted to confirm that one. Sounds good. That's good. Major,
Wow.
I'm gonna send it back to you, brother.
Yeah, man. Maybe I will just finish
Dushine
this
is here
one.
before we close out.
Yeah, before we close out. J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar, Eminem, Drake. Who's your favorite artist? If you have to go with one, like between those four, who's your favorite rapper?
Mm. Eminem.
Eminem. Right. On the UK drill. On the UK drill.
Well, hold on.
Wait,
we have to. No, hold on, hold on.
wait,
We have to.
I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
Okay.
I'll give it to you. Okay, I know what you want to ask. On the UK drill, Dave, Stormzy, who would be your
Dave.
So you guys listen to music, yeah? This guy's knew them.
I hear something back there.
Damn.
I hear something back there. Congolese, brother. Man.
The Congolese.
Hey, I hear something back there. But that's good though.
That was good, yeah.
Yeah, that was really good though. I mean, it is what it is. I
Eminem
it.
is back, man.
Yeah. So, but that's definitely what it is. But we're just happy to have you here, man. And
Yeah, thank you.
I just wanted to like make sure that people see what's coming in Vancouver, because we have a lot of musicians in Vancouver. It's just a matter of doing the work and and putting us out there. And this is exactly why we do this. Every time we're trying to shine out people. But I want to give you this opportunity to just give advice for rising upcoming stars. I would say musicians, because some people they tend to lose focus a lot, when doing music. Some they drop, and then a couple months later they disappear, and then they come back later. For you, I don't think that's the case, because I feel like your mission is you're getting me locked in. February, the song is coming out, and then it looks like from everything you've learned from your experience, you want to really do this, to show that everything you learn is not just for nothing. You're doing this for a purpose. So just advice that you can give to people who have gone through that path and possibly the same path as you've been, and how to stay locked in their craft. What would you give to those people out there?
I'm gonna just say it like this, man. For myself, I experienced this, so I lived it. I kept waiting for so long for my life to change. I waited, just sat, just did whatever, but nothing ended up happening. And I came to a realization that I have to change first. The things I do, daily to day, every day, the things that I do, I changed that. And my life started actually changing because I just had to change myself first. So for advice, change yourself in some areas of your life, do some adjustments, and then you'll see life change.
If I was to ask for a little acapella right now, would you do that for us?
Yeah, man.
Acapella?
Acapella, man.
Sounds like just
A
run it
rap.
up.
Yeah.
You gotta
Bro.
give the
It's a
people.
rap, man.
You gotta take over Vancouver, and the first
Damn.
thing they want to
Give
see
us
you
a
out there
drill,
is to
man.
give some acapella.
Damn.
Come on now.
It was a drill.
He's
Yeah,
knocking it.
Um,
I know you got it in you, man. I'm telling you. When I see that, I know you got it in you.
all right.
There you go.
Look, time for change is now. Today is for tomorrow. Heal the heavy hearts. Rise above the storm. Tell me something I don't know, some I never heard before. Take me to the unknown, far away from dark roads. I'm not looking for problems, I promise. Teach me how to love. Teach me how to love.
Let's get it. Let's get it. Hey, I know the crew to back to it. They got your back on that. They did give you that look. I see that look from miles away. Ladies and gentlemen, Dushine in the building. It's just really a pleasure to have you here, man. This is not the first time. Because right after February comes along, we know the songs will be bumping. I'll be the first one to probably check it out.
For sure.
So we're definitely going to have you back out here, man.
Thank you so much.
For come checking us. And now we're going to see how much views, because it's going to be a lot of views, man. Though,
Yeah, for sure.
I know the views don't really focus on that, but it's going to be there. And when it comes, you guys start dealing with it.
No, I'm chilling.
Okay. We'll talk about that when the song's out. But we do appreciate Dushine for being out here. Also, shout out to Hanson. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, shout out. Where is Hanson?
We can't forget the brother. You got.
Oh, damn.
I know he means
shout
a
out
lot
to
to you.
Hanson, yo.
Yeah.
I was about to say a bad word, but yo, he's my brother.
Shout out, brother.
He's
Come
my
on.
brother. Shout out to him, and thank you for him for giving me the opportunity and introducing me
Yes,
to my
sir.
brother and my brothers. You know
Yes,
what I'm saying? It's all love
Cool,
for
man.
sure.
Yeah.
Dushine, listen, we are obviously so proud of you. You know, first of all, just coming here and share your story, because that's the most deepest part of it. You know, people don't usually come and share their stories that easily, but you will impact a lot of people's lives, you know, just with that. And people have hope, you know, anything is possible once you stay true to yourself and keep being yourself, you know, and chasing that dream. So, ladies and gentlemen, man, we do appreciate y'all for tuning in today, but I'm going to give the opportunity for you now to just tell people where to find you, especially your new music is coming in February, where they can get your music streaming. You know, people want to know your social medias anywhere. You know, so we will get that views bumping.
Yeah, yo, follow me on Instagram at Dushine for you, like just with the for you. Damn, man, if you don't end up finding me, I'll pop up somewhere, somehow, in front of your screen, and then you'll know. For sure.
Lock in. That's what I'm talking about. You gonna no For You page?
Somehow, yeah,
It will happen. No doubt, it will happen.
Yeah.
But hey, we do appreciate Afro the Explanation for tuning in for today. We had amazing 2 guests, man. Really amazing show. We do appreciate y'all. But don't forget to follow OC Music, guys. If you want to be out there, you know what I'm saying, you're a musician, you're a comedian, you're a pastor, you know, we do encourage y'all to pull up out here. We just talk about, let's chat a little something. And this man might be easy on you, might not be easy on you. Who knows? But we're going to sign out, man. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for tuning in for today. It's a Tuesday chatting day. We are out finally. And the signing out, this is my favorite part. You know what I'm saying? When you have to wake up, come on, man.
Yeah, I'm waking
Where's
up.
your energy now,
I'm
man?
waking up. I'm here.
You buddied all out that first episode.
The shot took the entire energy.
But ladies and gentlemen, I'm your host, Baraka, man. On my right side, we got Mitchell McGissel. Shining out,
Yes.
shining every day.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
man.
saying? And then on my left side, the one and only Dushine. Upcoming rising star here, man. This
For
star.
sure.
We're ready for it, man. Thank you for pulling up, brother. We do appreciate you.
Thank you.
We are logging out. Thank you for coming. We'll see you guys next week. We do appreciate it, man. Stay tuned. We are out. Love.